this wonderful question, Lionel. Definitely. So I'd like to talk about evolution of talent, like, management. So earlier we all have seen that video around, like, having a newest luxuries of life was owning a car, bungalow, and all those stuff. But the newest luxury for this generation is having a freedom to work, having good health, and having a respect in the job that they do. So unless until you're providing this newest luxuries to your talent, you'll always find it difficult to retain talent. So at ESDS, like where I come from, like, we are into data center industry. So we have given our people have a freedom, like in case they're not enjoying their work, they have an option of IGT. So if you ask maximum ESDSians, what is the one thing that they are working, like, in ESDS for, is the freedom that they get. They have a freedom to innovate. They have freedom at various levels. Talking about luxury, that is good health. So post-pandemic, everyone has become very conscious about it. And we have various plans and things, policies, everything, right from food that we serve in cafeteria. Everything is like, health-centric, nutrition, and like, designed by every nutritionist and all, everything. So we take care of, like, arranging, like, forest walk and all those such stuff where people enjoy their health and respect. So whenever there is some hiring drive that is conducted at ESDS, our CEO makes it mandatory that we give good food, like, everyone who's there, who's taken good care of. So we have seen, like, over many MNCs, people are willing to join ESDS because of the culture that we have created here. So, and retaining talent has rarely been a problem.
So, okay, very intense 2 weeks to continuous it. I mean, the approach can be different for different companies because the realities are very different from company to company. But the amount of time the leader is willing to spend with his team member, going beyond lip service, is very, very important to develop talent, right? In your company, right from CEO to you and all of you, how much time do you spend with your talent?
So every Thursday we have this policy that none of our leaders shall sit in cabin. They have to sit with their teams, and they have to spend time in knowing them, understanding what are they, guiding them, and planning, like, what are the challenges that they are facing. So every Thursday, right from our CEO, none of the leaders.
Will you be able to sustain this as you grow up and scale up? Today you're a startup. Okay, you're saying like, okay, all leaders, no cabin. Now, as a large company, in my company itself, including my CEO, nobody has a cabin. Anywhere you walk into my company, you don't find a cabin. Okay. So do you think it will be sustainable for you as a culture as you evolve, as you grow?
So to that, there is an addition, like, so we have this as a part of strategy that we want to create 25 intrapreneurs, taking care of our products. And also we are working towards that. We have self-appraisal, self-promotion portal in place where people, whoever, like, are the past learners, we have a green corridor for them. So there are various other things in addition to this, like, that builds the culture. So it's just not one, like, sitting out of cabin. It's overall framework that makes it.
So Komal, you come from a very different perspective of a startup, right? Now, everything, like she said, has to be very agile, right? But at the same time, things are moving around you so fast. At the same time, okay, culture is one binding factor, but beyond that, are there things that you have challenged the status quo? Because I remember you mentioning that you also created a framework around how you deployed a successful talent development system. So can you just give us a couple of insights on that quickly?
So at ESDS, we have defined happiness framework. So everyone have different levels of happinesses. Some may find intellectually challenged, like that may be a happiness to him. Spiritually, like, people would be inclined. So one size doesn't fit all. And that's why we identify who are the right people, right fit for the right department or job role. So suppose, like, someone is into sales. So for him, being socially happy is important. Emotional happiness is important. But unless until he feels financial happiness as an important aspect, we have seen people not performing. Though they are intellectual, but if they don't want to earn a lot of money, so they are not performing. So we have created this framework around, like, organization where.
So how do you apply this?
So we have different surveys and all around it, where we identify what are their patterns, what are their happiness types, like, so some may find social happiness, some may find intellectual. So what are the combinations of that? And also, what is the prototype of our organization. So ESDS is an organization where intellectual is definitely important. We are an environmental friendly organization. It is our mission to plant 1 billion trees. So we look forward for people who are emotionally and environmentally, happy.
Aligned. Okay.
Yeah.
And you